Did you know that 99% of women over 60 are gradually losing their balance without even realizing it? And the heartbreaking part is, they often don't find out until they're already on the floor. That sounds dramatic, but it's the reality that many doctors are now urgently warning about. Losing your balance isn't just about walking a bit unsteadily. It's a silent danger that leads to broken bones, long hospital stays, and most painfully, the loss of independence. What's even more surprising is that most of these falls don't come from illness or weakness. They come from everyday habits, small, unnoticed choices that quietly wear away our stability over time. But here's the good news. You can change that. In today's video, we'll go through 6 of the most common mistakes women make after 60 that affect their balance, and most importantly, how you can adjust them. Before we begin, I'd love to know, where are you watching from? Leave your city or country in the comments. We read every single one. And if you're someone who cares about strength, freedom, and growing older with dignity, don't forget to subscribe to Life in Words. Together, we'll learn how to stay balanced. Not just on our feet, but in our hearts. Mistake number 1, wearing the wrong shoes. Let's start with where everything begins, your feet. Because every step you take depends on what's underneath you. And what's underneath many women's feet is quietly working against them. Carol, 68, from Portland, loved her soft slip-on flats. Easy to wear, cute and light. Perfect for errands and around the house. But one afternoon, her toe caught the corner of a rug. And before she knew it, she was face down on the hardwood floor. That was her wake-up call. Those shoes had no grip, no support, and were no longer right for her feet. As we age, our feet change. The arch is lower, the padding under our heels thins, and our joints lose stability. The shoes we once loved, house slippers, worn sneakers, ballet flats, can become unsafe. Carol switched to a pair of shoes with firm soles, slip-resistant tread, and light ankle support. Now she walks with confidence even indoors. Today, there are many stylish orthopedic shoes that don't look old. They don't shout weakness. They whisper strength, and they're designed with your safety in mind. Let me ask you, what kind of shoes do you wear around the house? If it's soft slippers, comment with the number 1. If you've already switched to supportive shoes, comment 2. Just this one change can reduce your fall risk and help you feel more grounded at home. Your feet will thank you, and so will your future. Let's move on to mistake number 2, a habit many women ignore, but one that plays a key role in staying upright every day. Mistake number 2, skipping strength training. If you think lifting weights is only for young people in gyms, wearing tight clothes and chasing muscles, think again. One of the biggest reasons older women lose their balance isn't clumsiness. It's muscle loss. Linda, 72, realized this the day she sat down on a low chair and couldn't stand back up without pushing hard with both arms. It shocked her. After 50, women lose up to 1% of muscle mass each year, even more if they don't stay active. And it happens so slowly, you might not notice, until one day you go to step off a curb and feel your knee wobble. That's not just age. That's muscle saying, I need help. But the good news? You can get that strength back. Linda started with light hand weights while watching TV, then added simple movements, wall push-ups, chair squats, just 10 to 15 minutes a day. Her legs got steadier, her arms felt stronger, but more importantly, her confidence came back. Strength isn't just about looking toned. It's about catching yourself when you stumble. It's about crossing the street without fear. It's about standing tall, not pretending to be brave. But because your body supports you, when was the last time you did something to build strength? If you're ready to start this week, comment 3 below. Because strength training doesn't take your freedom, it gives it back. And it's never too late to begin. Next, let's talk about something many people overlook: your vision, and how it could be quietly affecting your balance every day. Mistake number 3. Ignoring vision changes. Most people don't realize how deeply vision is connected to balance until they fall in the dark. Margaret, 70, used to think her eyesight was just fine. She could read her grocery list. She could watch TV. Why worry? But one night, she got up quietly to use the bathroom. Not wanting to wake her husband, she didn't turn on the light. Her eyes didn't adjust in time. She missed the edge of the rug and went down hard on her knee. It wasn't a serious injury, but the bruising stayed for a week, and her confidence was shaken. After that fall, Margaret visited her eye doctor for the first time in over 4 years. Her prescription was outdated. Her peripheral vision had weakened, and her night vision had grown worse. She got new glasses with anti-glare coating and better indoor contrast. Suddenly, the world looked sharper again. She noticed curves, shadows, and floor edges that used to disappear in dim light. Here's what many don't realize. Vision problems creep in slowly. You don't see them coming, but they can be dangerous. If you misjudge a step or a shadow, the result can be a fall. When was your last eye exam? If it's been more than 2 years, comment 4 so we can all hold each other accountable. You can clean your glasses, replace scratched lenses, add more light to dark corners at home, and most importantly, book that eye appointment. Clear vision doesn't just help you see better, it helps you stay standing. Now let's look at another hidden risk. Something we trust every day, but don't always question. Medication. Mistake number 4. Not paying attention to medication side effects. Sometimes, the reason you feel unsteady doesn't come from your legs. It comes from inside, from the pills you take each day, hoping to feel better. Susan, 73, was careful with her medicine. She used a weekly pill box, took everything on time, never skipped a dose, but she didn't think much about side effects. One morning, when she stood up from the couch, she felt dizzy. She held onto the table and brushed it off. Probably low blood sugar, she thought. But a few days later, the same thing happened again, this time stronger. She stumbled into the kitchen counter. Shaken, she checked the label on her new blood pressure medication. There it was, printed clearly. May cause dizziness, lightheadedness, or loss of balance. Susan realized her body wasn't reacting the same as before. Not like it did at 50 or 60. As we age, our bodies process medication more slowly. The same dose can feel stronger. And when you're taking multiple prescriptions, even vitamins or over-the-counter meds, side effects can overlap. They can blur your focus, cloud your energy, or cause you to misstep without knowing why. Susan wrote down every pill she was taking, including supplements. She brought the list to her doctor. He adjusted the dosage of one, changed the timing of another, and removed a non-essential supplement. Within a few days, the dizziness faded. She felt stable again, and more in control. What made Susan's story powerful wasn't just that she fixed the problem, it's that she asked the right question. She listened to her body, and she spoke up. If you've ever felt off after taking your meds, comment 5 below. You're not alone, and your concern matters. You deserve to feel healthy, but you also deserve to feel safe. And if that means double-checking your medications, then that's one of the smartest decisions you can make. Next, we'll look at something that may feel familiar. Holding onto furniture instead of using a cane. It feels like independence, but sometimes it's a risk in disguise. Mistake number 5. Relying on furniture instead of using a cane. There's a kind of independence many older women try to protect, but sometimes it hides a quiet risk. It's when we refuse to use a cane, but end up grabbing whatever's nearby just to stay steady. Eleanor, 76, was proud that she didn't need a walking aid. "I'm fine," she would say. "If I feel unsteady, I just hold on to a chair or the wall." It worked, until one afternoon. She was carrying a laundry basket from the kitchen to the living room, both hands full. No free hand to grab anything. She tripped over the edge of a rug and nearly fell hard. That moment changed everything. The table wasn't there when she needed it, and the walls weren't close enough. Eleanor made a decision. She bought a cane, but not just any cane. A light, floral printed one with a comfortable grip. Something that felt like her. And the surprise? She didn't feel weaker. She felt stronger. She felt steady. She felt free. Now she moves with more confidence. Not because she's pretending to be okay, but because she chose to be safe. Have you ever found yourself reaching for furniture or walls just to stay balanced? If so, comment 6 below. You're not alone. And there's nothing weak about being prepared. Using a cane doesn't mean giving in. It means protecting your freedom. Because safety is strength, and strength at any age is something to be proud of. Next, let's explore one last habit. It may be the most important one of all, and it's something your body still remembers, even if you haven't practiced it in years. Mistake number 6, avoiding balance exercises. Some people think balance is something you're born with. Either you have it or you don't. But the truth is, balance is a skill, and if you don't use it, you lose it. Judith, 75, lived alone. She cooked, tended her small garden, and handled her own errands. But lately she felt nervous on stairs. She moved slower when stepping into the shower. She wasn't sure why, but she didn't feel steady anymore. One day, at a senior group class, the instructor, a vibrant woman in her 70s, asked everyone to try standing on one foot, just for 10 seconds. Judith tried, and barely made it to 5. Her leg trembled. She smiled politely, but inside she knew. That night, she started searching for balance exercises. Simple ones, nothing fancy. She began practicing next to a chair, standing on one foot, walking heel to toe, shifting her weight slowly side to side. 5 to 10 minutes a day. Nothing intense, but the change came quickly. After 2 weeks, she felt steadier getting out of bed. She didn't hold the wall in the hallway. And one morning, she caught herself dancing to music in her kitchen, something she hadn't done in years. Balance, like memory or strength, fades with time. But it also comes back with care. Even at 60, 70, or 80, you don't need a gym. You don't need special equipment. Just a chair, a safe space, and a little time. Most importantly, you need to believe it's worth it. Because it is. If you've never tried a balance exercise before, comment 7 below. Let this be your first step. Don't wait until you fall to think about balance. Make it part of your day, like brushing your teeth. Because the more stable you feel, the more confident you'll live. And that is the kind of freedom you deserve. We've now walked through 6 common mistakes, but each one is also a powerful opportunity to feel stronger, to stand taller, and to walk forward with calm, steady courage. Conclusion. Falling isn't just about the moment you hit the ground. It's about what it takes away afterward. Your confidence, your independence, and sometimes your sense of dignity. But here's what matters most. It doesn't have to be that way. Each of the 6 mistakes we talked about today isn't a life sentence. It's a wake-up call, a gentle reminder that change is possible. Supportive shoes, a few strength exercises, an eye exam, a medication review, a steady cane, or a 5-minute balance routine. None of these things are difficult, but together, they can rewrite your story. You can stand taller, walk steadier, live bolder. Growing older doesn't mean fading. It means refining. And every time you choose to care for your body, your balance, and your well-being, you're choosing more days of freedom, more moments of peace, more memories waiting to be made. So now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 6 mistakes surprised you the most? Or maybe one you know you need to work on? Leave a comment with the number below. Let's start a real conversation. And if this video was helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with someone you care about. And most importantly, subscribe to Life in Words. We're building a community of strong, smart, and empowered women. And we'd be honored to have you with us on this journey. Take care of yourself today, because your future self is already thanking you.